Hello everyone, welcome to part 80 of Laravel 10 series. So finally we are going to start working on the front end of our Laravel e-commerce website that we are doing in Laravel 10. Okay, so first thing is to convert the HTML template to Laravel. Okay, so we are going to convert the HTML template in this video to our Laravel structure. But first of all, we are going to understand the Laravel e-commerce website structure. See, structure of the website is very important for the e-commerce website. It is more important to know the structure of the website. Okay, so here you can see that we have the header, we have the navigation, we have the content, sidebar and footer. So this is the basic structure of the e-commerce website. And for the header, for the header, we are going to create the file like header.plate.php file. Okay, so this one we are going to create. And for navigation, like navigation, in navigation menu come, okay, menu.blade.php file, this one we are going to create for our categories and the subcategories. I am also going to open the template here so that it will be clear to you. Okay, so see, this is the template. So this part is the header. This will repeat for the complete website. Okay, so this is the header part in which you can see the navigation also come. Okay, this header navigation, this menu come here, and you can see the categories as well as the subcategories here. Okay, so all this will come from the admin panel. And this is the middle content. This is the complete middle content that vary from page to page. And here you can see this is the footer part. Okay, so this is the footer part, footer.blade.php. And like if you will go to the listing page, and then you can see the sidebar as well. This is the sidebar. Okay, sidebar.blade.php. So it's your fish if you want to create like the sidebar, if you want to create the filters.blade.php. Okay, it's your choice. Okay, so see, header, sidebar, middle content, footer, these are the main. And this, there is one common file for this entire structure. There is one common file, and that we are going to call the layout.blade.php file. Okay, but first of all we are going to talk about this one. See, this one is the header.blade.php file that we are going to make for storing the header of the website. And this one navigation is menu.blade.php file in which we are going to store the navigation. Okay, all the links, category and subcategories links will come up. Okay, and this one is the middle content, like it may come like index.blade.php file if you will check out the home page. Okay, and it can be listing.blade.php file, or it can be detail, like this. Okay, so like this it vary. Okay, from one page to another. And this one for footer, our file name is footer.blade.php. that is common for entire HTML, entire Laravel structure. Okay, and this one, if we are going to keep the sidebar, see, sidebar.blade.php, or okay, or we can make it like filters. Okay, it's our choice. Okay, filter.blade.php. Okay, so but this entire structure, this complete structure is having one common file. Okay, this complete structure will have one common file, that is the layout.blade.php. Okay, so in this one common file is having the complete, includes everything. Okay, so one common file for the entire structure, that is the layout.blade.php. So let's start converting. This I'm going to open. This one is our template, HTML template. So first thing that we want to convert, we want to add the CSS, images, JS, SCSS, video and web font. These folders we are going to copy to our Laravel structure. Okay, Laravel project structure in project. This is our project folder. So in public, I am going to copy now in front. See, in admin we are already having the complete structure. You can see the CSS, JS, images. Now we are working on the front, so we will go inside the front folder, and you can see images folder is already there. So some other folders are also there. Okay, so we will also go inside the images folder, and here you can see the folders that we are already having: categories, products, brands, banners, that contains the images from the admin panel that we have added from the admin panel. And now the another one we are going to add, like see banners, see these one we are going to add. Okay, we are going to see like images, banners. Okay, this one is already added, that's fine. But we can add for now because we want to make the structure, we want to show the images as well. See, okay, I'm going to do it like this, and later on it will come from the end panel. And other than this uh, collection will come, logo will come, newsletter will come, and these images will also come up. I'm going to copy this one and will paste it here. Okay, and also this product will also come. Okay, this is static, this later on we will remove this one, okay, because we have the products here. Okay, but this one we will just add just for the sake of copy the template, so that our images will come up there in template. Okay, so now the other folders, I'm going to copy the CSS folder, entire CSS folder I'm going to copy and will put it in front. JS folder, SCSS folder, and Webfonts folder I'm going to copy and will put it here. Okay, and videos, we are already having the folder. Okay, so it is not required for now. So other than this, see here, make sure that everything you are adding inside public and then front folder. Okay, so we are having the two folder here, front and admin already we have worked on. Okay, nothing to do in admin for now, just we are going to add this folder in the front. We will just copy from the template and we'll add the folders here. Okay, so after that we are going to create some files, and we are going to create the files inside resources, views. There also we are going to create one folder here. I'm going to create the front folder, like we have the admin folder in resources, views. I want to tell you once again that we are going to work on the view part of the MVC structure. This is all the view part. Okay, like this one is the MVC structure model view controller, and we are going to work on this view part. This is the complete view part we are working now. Okay, so here you can see this resources view. This is the complete view part. You are going to see all the blade files here. You are going to work on these blade files. Okay, so now I'm going to create the further files inside the admin, inside the front, in fact. Okay, like we have created inside the admin, you can see this layout folder inside the admin, and admin is having this file. So the same files I'm going to create inside the front as well. Okay, I'm going to create the layout folder inside the front, and inside layout folder I'm going to create another files, I'm going to create here layout.blade.php file, layout.blade.php. Here I'm going to create this file. Right now I'm going to make this php like this. Okay, layout.blade.php. Like this I'm going to create a few more files, like header.blade.php, header.blade. I'm going to save it with the test. Later on I'm going to rename it to the blade. Okay, .php. One more I'm going to create, that footer.blade.php. Okay, and see sidebar, we can create the sidebar, but right now we are not required the sidebar. We are going to create the filters.blade.php file later on. Okay, menu file also we are going to create later on, but right now we are going to work on layout, header and footer. Okay, and here I'm going to rename header.blade.php, footer.blade.php. So I'm going to open the layout.blade.php. I'm going to close the earlier files, and here I'm going to open the layout.blade.php file that is located at the front now. Okay, so first thing is I'm also going to open the other files like header.blade.php inside front, and also footer.blade.php that is also located in front. Okay, so one more file I'm going to open here, that is the index.html, like this. So this complete structure, I'm going to copy this complete HTML here and we'll paste it first of all in layout. Here you can see. After that I'm going to close this main head part, then middle content, okay, like this. I'm going to close this middle content from, okay, and this footer part. Newsletter is also here. Okay, so see here. Okay, so this complete header I'm going to cut from here and we'll paste it in header.blade.php file, and I will do some formatting here. I'm going to correct it. Okay, and here I'm going to include this one, include, and it is located inside front dot layout dot header. Okay, so in the same way I am going to take its footer from here, cut from here, and we'll add it in footer.blade.php. We'll correct its structure, and here I'm going to include the footer that is located inside the front layout dot footer dot blade.php. Okay, like this. So this middle content will come inside index.blade.php file, and that file also we are required to create, but that we are going to create outside the layout, because that layout files are common files for the complete structure, but this file is not common. This will just be included just in one, just required for the home page. So we are going to create outside the layout folder, index.blade. I'm going to create the tst file, and after that I'm going to replace tst with php. Okay, so I'm going to open this file as well here, index.blade.php, and middle content I'm going to cut from here, that will start in here. Okay, so this is the middle content, app content. This one is the all middle content, app content ends here. This one I'm going to keep inside the index.blade.php file, and then we will do some formatting. Okay, so here I think we must add here like this. Okay, so this one is done, and here we are going to add here the syntax, and syntax for this one is the yield, yield content. So this content varies, so the syntax is different from include because this content vary from page to page. Okay, sometime index.blade.php, sometime detail.blade.php, sometime listing.blade.php, so it varies from page to page, from content to content. So here we are going to add yield content. Okay, this is the syntax of Laravel, so you need to learn it. Okay, so this is the structure, and after that see, for newsletter also we can create the separate file for the newsletter. Here I'm going to create one more file, sorry, text file, newsletter dot blade, save. Here I'm going to replace tst with php, because we want to make our layout.blade.php simple, okay, more clear. I don't want much code here, and I want, like, if you are working on newsletter, then you must open the newsletter page and you can work there. You are not required to open the layout.blade.php file every time. Okay, so here I'm going to open the newsletter.play.php file, and I'm going to copy this complete div from here and we'll keep it here. Okay, so we will do some formatting to make the syntax correct, and after that I'm going to add here, going to include here front so here it's located inside the front directly. Okay, front node layout here directly we are going to add here newsletter. Okay, so this is the fixed content, so we are going to include it like this. So for this page we are going to now include its route, and also we are going to create the index controller for the home page. Okay, so first thing is we are going to create the index controller inside the front. So I'm going to create the index controller. I'm going to run one artisan command here, project 10, right click here, services, new terminate folder. Here in Mac we need to run the command like this, but you know how to run the artisan command. If you are in Windows, then you must know php artisan make controller, and we are going to create the controller inside front this time, not the admin index controller. Okay, so the controller has been created. I'm going to open this controller here, index controller, and here I'm going to create the function. But first of all we are going to create the route. For the first time we are going to create the route for the front end. Okay, so here I'm going to create the namespace and group for the front end, like we have created for the admin as well. Here I'm going to create now for the front, like I'm going to add here for now front. Okay, after that I'm going to add here group function like this. So inside this I'm going to create here get route. Here I'm going to add for the see full path, we need to give the full path as well, not only the front like this, like we have created for admin. Here we will give the full path for the front as well. Okay, but nothing to prefix for the front. Okay, and now for the route we are going to create here the index route. This slash will work for it, and after that we are going to use the new way of getting the route, and for that we are going to use here like index controller square bracket index controller, and after that class. Okay, sorry, like this. Okay, so then the function name that we are going to make the index function like this. So I'm going to create here the index function, public function index, and return view, and index blade file is located in front. We will directly use it like this. Then now we are going to run the front end for the first time. Only this URL we're going to run, and we'll see that what will happen. Okay, some issue is coming because we need to include the index controller at the top. Okay, like we have included this file. Now for the front we will include it like this, front then index controller like this. Okay, so now we're going to check here. Yes, it's working fine, but its layout is completely destroyed because we need to include many files here. We need to change the path, we need to correct the path here. Okay, so one by one we need to correct the path, like CSS path, JS path, images path, everything we need to correct it. Okay, so one by one we are going to correct its layout. Okay, its path. So let's start with the CSS. Here our CSS is located inside the front. Okay, so we are going to use the URL here correctly. Okay, so here we are going to use it like this, URL CSS, and it is located inside the front. Give the front here, front CSS vendor.css, and close it like this. Okay, so the same way we are going to use here as well as here. Then we are going to close here. Okay, so then here we are going to correct its path. It's also located inside the front, but we are going to use the asset for images, front slash images, then preload.g. Okay, and then move to the other files. Here we are going to correct here the JS path as well, front, and that is located inside the front as well. The URL front slash js slash vendor.js. Okay, and we're going to correct it like this, and this one I'm going to add for other paths as well, and here we're going to close it like this. Okay, yeah, this is the in layout.bed, and after that we will come up to the header. So here I'm going to open the complete header here. So what I can do, for saving the time, I can just do it like this, and then I will do for all at once set, then it will come inside the front, then like this. And for this PNG as well, I'm going to do all at once. Okay, and then come to the other files. I'm going to close this web and index controller, then the newsletter as well. Make sure if it is having any images, then I'm going to select this one, only one image is there, then I can simply use a set like this. Okay, so let's move to the another file, index.blade.php files. Here also we need to correct the paths. Okay, this one is the background image URL, and that will show, and here we need to correct the path. Okay, we will correct the path here, but later on, let's wait. But first of all, we're going to correct the path if there is any image included. No image included. Okay, I'm going to refresh it, and we'll see that if any of the paths updated here. Yeah, nothing updated. So I'm going to inspect it. Okay, I'm going to inspect it, so that I will have the idea that which issues are coming here, and here you can see these issues are coming here. Okay, and also along with that, I'm going to open its source view, developer view source. I'm going to check its path. Okay, so I have not added here one main thing I have not added. We have not added the design. Okay, so here we need to add its design. I'm going to close this one, and here I need to add the design, that layout design here. So we will add here the front design, okay, that we have created earlier in the layout file. Extends front dot layout dot layout. Okay, so here notice this thing that we will not use here include, we will use here extends. Okay, and see, this one we are going to use with every blade file that we are going to create. Okay, in which we are going to add the front layout. So after this, we are going to add here section content. Section content. So this is kind of beginning of the section, and this is the end of the section, end section. You can also use stop, like stop. Okay, so we are going to use the end section here. So our admin design is now included to the index page. Like this is the syntax that you are required to include in all the blade files later on, like detail, listing. Okay, like all the blade files that we are going to create. So now I'm going to refresh here. See, now the front design have come up. Here you can see the header, you can see the footer that comes up, but still the images are not coming. We are going to create the path for the images, but many things are coming up now. Okay, so now we are going to correct the images path. Here you can see that it is clearly showing that which images does not have the correct path. We are going to copy and we will find one and going to correct this one. Okay, so here I'm going to search for first one, fix banner 1.png. Here I'm going to open one by one and we're going to resolve. Okay, like we're going to here select this one for all. So we are going to correct its path. I'm going to copy this one and all together I'm going to do for all. Okay, so here I'm going to simply set this one, and for png as well I'm going to do for all together like this. Okay, so I think some issue will come up here. So I'm going to do for this one as well. Here I want to add the set like this. Okay, so now we are going to try. Still there is some issue. We are going to check out that still there is fix banner 1.png. I'm going to search for this one. Okay, so there is the issue because we need to add the front also before images. Okay, so that's why the issue is coming. So we will add the front, then slash. I'm going to check it now. Yeah, this time no issue is coming. Okay, you can see the our console is empty this time. Okay, there is no issue at all, and now we can see the complete design. It seems to be fine. Header, this navigation bar, menu items, see categories and subcategories, everything seems to be perfect, and the home page banners, that also seems to be fine. Okay, so these fixed banners are also seems to be fine. Okay, and these new rivals, bestseller, discounted, feature products, everything seems to be fine. See the footer. Okay, so you can see the complete layout seems to be working fine. It's CSS and JS along with images, everything seems to be working fine now. Our home page template, we able to merge the HTML template. We able to convert the HTML template to the Laravel structure. Okay, so our HTML template is ready now in the Laravel structure. We have converted it to the Laravel structure. Okay, from the next video we will start working on these home page banners. We are going to make these home page banners dynamic in the next video. We will start working on its dynamic process. Okay, and after that we are going to make these navigation bar dynamic as well. Then these fixed banners also, along with this slider banner, we are going to make these dynamic fixed banners, and after that we are going to work on these products, then listing page. Okay, then the other things as well. Okay, one by one we are going to work on all the features of the front end of the e-commerce website. So I hope that this is very much clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can surely contact me, and always subscribe as well as join the channel. Okay, if you have not joined the channel, then please join the channel and subscribe the channel as well. See, you can always open the youtube.com stack developers. This is the URL of the channel that you can open, and you can subscribe from here for all the Laravel updates, and you can always join the channel to get the source code. Okay, so these things, make sure that you can subscribe as well as join the channel. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.